A CNN analyst made up a fake quote that kind of was obviously fake and it was really bad, but it's also really, really funny. And we'll get to it, but I do want to point this out. This story, this segment, is going to be about a CNN analyst making up a fake quote from Republicans. Where was Snopes? Where was, all of these fact-checking websites, PolitiFact, to say, hey, that's fake news? Yet sure enough, when the Babylon Bee makes a very obvious joke, I kid you not, about CNN buying a washing machine, like with water in it, to put news into, to spin the news, I kid you not, Snopes fact checks that. Why? But when this guy for CNN actually makes fake news, nobody cares. Oh, he was just kidding. Duh. But his tweet was actually funny for another reason. You see, in his tweet, he made it, it was like a quote from Republicans where they're like, oh no, if what Schiff is saying is true, we're in trouble. If what Schiff is saying is true, implying that even in his fictional world, Schiff didn't present any impeachment evidence. I love it. He couldn't even make up something that actually made the Republicans look bad. Let's read the story, though, and I'll explain to you what I mean. CNN analyst says after going viral, you can't make this stuff up. CNN analyst says after going viral for making up story about Republicans. They say, CNN political analyst Joe Lockhart experienced backlash Wednesday after he posted a convo between two Republican senators on Twitter that he later claimed was satire. Why is a CNN analyst doing satire? Listen, I actually put in my tweets like, this is a joke, by the way, because I know people won't take it seriously. But whatever, man, I digress. They say, here's his tweet. Overheard convo between two Republican senators who only watch Fox News. It, quote, is this stuff real? I haven't heard any of this before. I thought it was all about a server. If half the stuff Schiff is saying is true, we're up S Creek. Hope the White House has exculpatory evidence. What's funny about this, first, it shows that this guy has no idea what Republicans think, nor has he ever actually watched Fox News. But he also says this, if half the stuff Schiff is saying is true, think about what that means. Imagine the scenario where there's two Republicans sitting in a room saying this to each other, watching the impeachment. It means that in front of them, Adam Schiff presented no evidence. So why, first of all, why would a Republican be like, Adam Schiff made a bunch of crazy claims without proving it? I can't believe it. If that's true, we're in trouble. Or Schiff had no evidence. I love it. Even in this fake version where he's trying to smear Republicans, he says Schiff presented no evidence. Let me tell y'all something. I have the impeachment stuff on right next to me. There's a TV over there. You can't see it. And do you know what happened 2 days ago? We're on day 3, right? Day 1, Adam Schiff. He says, this president coerced a foreign country under duress to help him cheat in the upcoming election. The next day, this president coerced a foreign country under duress to help him cheat. Day 3. You get where I'm going. Nadler steps up, says the same thing. I know why they're doing it. Because one person turns on the impeachment, hears it, turns it on the next day, hears the same thing, goes, bah, and leaves. And they're hoping if they say the same thing over and over and over again without evidence, people will just be like, oh, that's what I heard. Yup. Sorry, it's just not true. There was a really funny thing that happened where a bunch of Republicans left. And I see all these people on Reddit. They're like, can you believe the Republicans walked out? They don't even care about the facts. No, it's that Adam Schiff is saying verbatim the same thing every day nonstop. But I digress. Back to the silly Joe Lockhart of CNN spreading fake news. Minutes later, Lockhart tweeted that he had made up the conversation, but insisted everyone knows that's exactly what they were thinking. No, it isn't. They're thinking, oh, Adam Schiff is saying the same thing again. Someone help me, please. He later says in response to another tweet, you can't make this stuff up. Actually, they can continue to make stuff up every day. You know, it's really funny. They said Donald Trump wouldn't accept the results of the 2016 election. They can't accept the results of the 2016 election. They say that Donald Trump would not leave office if he loses re-election. They are already challenging Adam Schiff during the impeachment. They're saying we won't know if Donald Trump is allowed to run again, whether it will be fair. Are you nuts? They're claiming Donald Trump is like destroying democracy, and they're quite literally arguing against a democratic election. All right, you know what? These people are nuts. So I bring that up because Lockhart is saying you can't make this stuff up. They do every day. You literally just made up. Yeah, you know what? What's the point? Preaching to the choir. We all get it. They say the former White House press secretary's tweet went viral for all the wrong reasons, with thousands of responses, most of which were highly critical of the CNN analyst. Greg Gutfeld saying, yeah, this happened. Don't take up screenwriting, Joe. You suck at dialogue. Seriously. Siraj Hashmi says, you would think someone who's attempting to cover Trump's impeachment trial seriously wouldn't willingly mislead his audience and spread disinformation in a sad attempt at satire. Charlie Kirk, hey, CNN, will there be any consequences for your political analyst sharing fake news on Twitter? Or will he continue to be allowed on air just like the rest of the never Trump liars you give a platform to? Shout out to Brian Stelter. You want to claim that fake news is a problem of the other people and they shouldn't watch Fox News? Are you going to point out that this guy tweeted overtly fake, something overtly fake? Now, if you're going to claim, oh, but it was a joke, okay. Are you going to call out Snopes for fact-checking Babylon Bee? Oh, I didn't think so. If you did, I apologize, but I really doubt it. So I'm not going to go through every single bit of criticism, though. They say Lockhart sent out another tweet several hours later lamenting that he'd poked the bear. And now the purveyors of Pizzagate and the Seth Rich conspiracy are lecturing me on honesty. You see the game they play? AOC does the exact same thing. AOC right now is complaining. Somebody said like Greta Thunberg shouldn't talk about economics until she gets an economics degree. So AOC is like, they'll rag on you if you don't have one. But if you have one like me, they'll still rag on you. Let me stop right there. AOC, they're not ragging on you because you don't have a degree. They're not ignoring the fact that you do. They're specifically mocking you because you have the degree and are economically illiterate. That's why they're mocking you. That's the joke. They think you're dumb. Not an hour after his original tweet, the CNN analyst posted a somber message for all those who are complaining about the impeachment hearing being dry and not entertaining. He said, for all those that are complaining, this is serious. And to the Trump aides saying they are bored, we know you mean scared and disappointed with your boss. This is serious, he insisted. Isn't it really funny that you get a CNN analyst saying things like this? Like, shouldn't CNN staff be somber and serious? I get it. He's an analyst. He's a pseudo opinion guy, right? Fine. So am I. I make jokes too. I get it. But CNN tries to claim that they're impartial. I don't. People try and claim that I claim I'm impartial. Never do. I dedicate several videos to like my historical disdain for Democrats and ambivalence towards Republicans. Okay, I make that clear. This guy is part of CNN. CNN, it's not, I don't want to say everything he does reflects on CNN, but there's a couple of things here. He overtly makes up fake news, and he's very clearly anti-Trump and hates Republicans, and he has no idea what Republicans are actually thinking about this. I'll tell you, you want to know the secret? Democrats aren't thinking anything about this. Republicans are paying attention. Democrats in Congress are hoping by saying the same thing over and over again, they'll capture the layman Democrat to support them. You cannot honestly believe that a regular American has watched all of the hearings and now the trial, and they're still going, wow. No, I kid you not. Adam Schiff, Nadler, Pelosi, Schumer, they've literally been saying the exact same line nonstop. I'm not exaggerating. Adam Schiff goes up and goes on like a 2-hour rant or some ridiculous amount of time about Trump and his cronies and Parnas. Nadler comes up and I'm like, okay, I unmute my TV and here comes Nadler saying literally the exact same thing. So I'll tell you this, the Republicans who are paying attention have heard it all already. The Democrats keep saying the same thing because they know the Democrats aren't paying attention. Someone actually said this. I can't remember who, but they were talking about why Adam Schiff does this. It was a Democrat, and they were like, well, it's because they know that most Americans still don't know what's going on. So he's hoping that with all the people tuning in, they'll hear the story. So he says it over and over and over again, like being whacked in the skull with a baseball bat. So I don't blame the Republicans for walking out. But here's what happens. The Democrats who aren't paying attention don't understand why someone would walk out of the trial. Because Adam Schiff is on his fifth iteration of the same thing. So what's the point? It's like, okay, Adam Schiff's starting over. I'm going to go hit the bathroom. And then these people who don't pay attention are on Reddit going, oh, can you believe it? They just walked out. Yeah, dude, because Adam Schiff is just starting over again. I don't think even Adam Schiff cares they walked out. He knows what he's doing. So anyway, I'll tell you this. The Babylon Bee made a funny joke, last week. How funny is it that CNN is coming after us for spreading disinformation? This was before a CNN analyst started spreading fake news. The liberal media versus Babylon Bee. That's how it's always been. Babylon Bees, they do jokes. I think it's okay to a certain degree to fact check certain jokes. I did it the other day. Michael Malice tweeted a joke from Tulsi Gabbard's lawsuit. A lot of people believed it. And so I said, touche, bravo, good sir. But to everybody who's sharing this, you got to realize he's trolling you and he got you good. Snopes does like fact check, not true on some. Listen, it's one thing if there's a semi-plausible line meant to deceive and it's funny. It's another thing if someone writes a story claiming CNN buys washing machines to put news into. That's like physically not a thing. Like news is ideas. They're spun, in framing, not physically pulled from the brain. Actually, it would have been really funny if Babylon Bee showed, what's that thing from Harry Potter? The pensive. That would have been funny. CNN buys pensive to manipulate memories. Anyway, you get the point. I'll leave it there. CNN, you fake news. I got a couple more segments coming up in a few minutes, and I will see you all shortly.